Yo, what's up, guys? It's Sky here with your week one match for the R&D League. We're up against Recon Jack and the Davids. He has a super scary team, and everybody bet on us to lose. So, yeah, I expect to lose, and if I don't, it's probably because I hacked him in some way, or I'm just the goat, and I'll go 11-0 and make yellow automatically. Anyways, let's look at the prep. Here's my prep sheet where I do all my stupid prep. Over here is his team. It's Rabombi, Latios, Lycanroc, Dust, Raichu, Infernape, Manaphy Z. Manaphy as his Z user. Skuntank, Mamoswine, Braviary, Mega Bayonet, and Ferrothorn. So, it's a super scary team. He was rated as #1 in the league. So, yeah, I'll probably get crushed because I was only 9th or 13th or 10th or whatever it was I was. So anyways, let's get over into the team. So the first mon I put on the team was Milotic, because it helps walls things like the Infernape and the Rabombi and the Mamoswine. Mostly those three things. I'm running Haze, so that way Manaphy can't set up on me and shit, and I'm running Flame Warp Marble Scale, so that way Infernape can't really do shit to me. Super standard set, just bulky. The spread is so I don't get 2A KO'd by Rabombi at +1, I think was what it was, but I'm not sure. Anyways, next set is Megalophony, because it kind of just destroys literally everything. Yeah, I'm running super standard set. I thought about running Facade because I thought Mega Bayonet with Will-O-Wisp might be an answer, but I didn't think Facade was worth it. Instead I put on Quick Attack because he has the webs and shit, and so if he gets up webs and I can't keep them off, which is likely because my removal is shit, then I can still win with priority, maybe. We'll see. Next mon is Trucy, right? The Lola Ninetales Snow Cloak, because that's the only set. Snow Warning is kind of dumb. I hate Aurora Veil. Who would ever use that anyway? I'm running a Choice Scarf set, so that way in case if he's Z, Rain Dance, Manaphy, I can still outspeed it somehow. And then most of his team doesn't like switching into my dual stabs, and then HP Fire for the Ferrothorn, and then Aurora Veil is actually useless because it's Snow Cloak, and I just want to waste a move slot. Next is Assault Vest Alolan Muck. This is pretty much just for the Latios and the Rabombi to some extent. Move pool is, the moveset is super self-explanatory. This also Pursuit Traps the Mega Bayonet because he can't actually Will-O-Wisp me because Prankster doesn't work on dark types and shit. The spread I think is so that way I can live a +1 Z Draco from a Lottie, but I could be wrong. I built this team like more than 10 minutes ago, so I don't remember most of the shit. Anyways, here's this next set. This is a Sash Lando T. What I originally had was bulky leftovers Lando T, and then I was talking to Zappy and he's like, "No, you idiot, run Focus Sash." And so I was like, "Sure thing, man, you won yellow, so you're definitely way better than me." So, yeah, it's Defog, Source Dance, Earthquake, Explosion, and then Sash, that way I can guarantee Defog, because I don't really care about rocks a lot with this team, but he does have the Rabombi, so he has access to webs, so that kind of actually just ruins my entire team. Because of webs, I was really considering running competitive on the Milotic, but I'd rather just have the Flame Orb boost guaranteed. So anyways, this is Defog, Source Dance, Earthquake, Explosion, just guaranteed Defog, and then +2 Explosion kills like everything except the Mega Bayonet, which dies turn Earthquake. So anyways, yeah, that's the set. Last mon is the Virizion. It's Pyapa Berry and Leaf Blade Close Combat X as their Sword Stance. I was running Bronzong with rocks, and then I was talking to Zappy, and he's like, "No, you idiot, you lose to Ferrothorn and Manaphy, so bring not Bronzong." And so instead I'm bringing Virizion, and +2 SD with this move pool kills everything except the Rabombi. But whatever, because Rabombi is trash. Maybe not. Anyways, it's Pyapa Berry, because on the special side I can live pretty much any hit, except for like a +3 Ice Beam from Manaphy. I think I live a +1 Moonblast from Ribombee, but I could be wrong. But anyways, Papa Berry means I live a Psyshock from the Latios, and I revenge with X Scissor. Anyways, yeah, that's the whole team. Super straightforward. Yeah, I was super worried about the webs on the Ribombee, and then I was super worried about Mega Bayonet and Skuntank coming in and Sucker Punching and Pursuiting and Will-O-Wisping crap, and I was super worried about like a Trick Scarf Latios. So, anyways, yeah, that's everything into the match. And like not right now, but like I'll stop the video and then I'll cut to the match and then I'll talk about it. But anyways, after this, like you should see the match. You won't see me like coming to the match. Yeah. Alright guys, here we are with our week 1 match against Recon Jack and the Davids. The team he brought kind of surprised me because I really expected to see the Skuntank as well as the other one, the Mega Bayonet, because I felt like Mega Bayonet being able to Prankster Will-O-Wisp or Prankster Destiny Bond did a lot against my team, and also that Skuntank dealt with some key threats like the Bronzong or the Swell or whatever, but the team he brought is definitely still threatening. But yeah, so we'll get into it. Looking at the teams, I decided to lead with Megalopony because I can fake out turn 1, or if he leads with like the Lycanroc or the Manaphy or the Mamoswine, I can just pretty much just get a free high jump kick. So yeah. So here he leads with the Ribombee, and I expect this to be Honey Gather, so I just fake out. However, it turns out he's not actually Honey Gatherer, he's the other one, the Shield Dust. And so the fake out doesn't actually flinch him, and then I feel really dumb, and it also shows how bad I actually am at Mons. And so anyways, I just return because it kills the Ribombee and basically does a lot to whoever wants to come in. He can lose into Latios. I can't 2-hit KO it, and I kind of expect it to be Scarf, so I switch out. I come to the Melodic instead of the Alolan Muck because I kind of expect like a Trick Scarf or whatever, and I'd rather have the Melodic to have the Scarf. So yeah, he actually reveals he's Trick Spect, which is slightly worse, and also I don't get my Flame Orb, so it means I'm not like a great switch in to a lot of stuff. But anyway, yeah. So after this, I go out to my Alolan Muck, kind of to Pursuit Trap him, or try. What I'm really trying to do is bait him into tricking the Flame Orb again, and then I can go back out to my lock and get my Flame Orb back. And so, yeah, I switch out, and he actually predicts that, and he just goes for the Draco instead of tricking me back my Flame Orb. And then I feel really dumb because I just got played AF. So yeah, here he has to switch out, and I just go for the Ice Beam because I'm also dumb and I didn't want Latios to do all sorts of nasty stuff to me. So he goes into the Manaphy. I go straight into my Virizion because there's no really good switch-ins to a Manaphy except for Malak with Haze, but my Malak is locked into Ice Beam. So anyways, I go out to Virizion as he tail blows up. And so right here he switches out because he predicts my Virizion. He's going for Scarf Virizion. If he had clicked Ice Beam there, I would have just died pretty much, and then I would have had to go out to probably a combination of the Alolan Ninetales and the Lando or something, or Megalop and the Ninetales, I don't know. But anyways, I would have died. But instead, he switches out to Latios, predicting Scarf Virizion. So I just Leaf Blade. I come out to Alolan Muck again because I want to Pursuit Trap this and get rid of it and everything. He just Psychics. I guess I could have predicted the Psychic and maybe X-Scissor, but I kind of thought maybe he'd Trick Flame Orb or just Draco or something, so I didn't want to stay in and risk that. So, anyways, here I stay in with the Alolan Muck, even though he can trick me the Flame Orb, because I tried to switch out to my lock last time, and so I thought he would predict that again, but actually predicts me to stay in, and so then I get the Flame Orb as I pursue and do like basically nothing, and then I get for and so now my Alolan Muck is kind of useless. So yeah, that's not great. And he comes out here into Lycanroc Dusk, which is super scary. And I don't really have a great switch into this, except for the Lando, and I don't want to lose Scarf on Lando. My Lock can switch in, but it can't really take two Life Orb Stone Edges, so I don't want to switch in. And then Virizion gets outslowed, and it has access to like Fire Fang and stuff, so I don't want to switch in Virizion. And so here I'm basically just going to stand with the Alolan Muck and just sack it off and try to get as much damage on this. So here I knocked off, trying to get rid of his Life Orb. He actually turns out to be Stone Plate, which is whatever, as he Sword Stances, which is super scary. So yeah, I'm really hoping he just kills me, and he does. So I come out to Lando, and so here I can Earthquake and just kill it easily, or I can defog the webs. I'll get rid of webs, and then I can come in with a Virizion, or actually I'll come in with a Megaloft that outspeeds it, and I'll just kill it that way, is my plan. He does these Sword Stances again on my defog, and so this means I still keep the Sash intact. So what I do here is, even though I know he's gonna Stone Edge here, I don't really want to switch out, because especially if he predicts me to like switch out and then I lose my Virizion or my Megaloft or whatever. So I'm just gonna stay in an Earthquake, even though I basically lose my Sash. So if he gets up webs again, I can't really get rid of them, because basically everything kills my Lando once I'm down to like 10% or whatever. So yeah, here he Fire Fangs, predicting my Virizion, which is like the exact reason I didn't want to switch out. So yeah, I just Earthquake and kill it. He comes into his Ribombee, and he starts setting up Sticky Webs again. And then, so this goes on for a while. He has more Sticky Webs than I have Defogs, so he wins this and then. So at some point here, I switch out to the Mega Lopunny, and I'm just gonna, so that way I can get before I lose the speed, then I'll just click return here. I know he's gonna switch out to Latios and just sack that off, but there's not really much I do, or just click return anyway. So yeah, that's that. Here he comes out to Infernape, and the way he does that, it's obviously Scarf. If it wasn't Scarf Infernape, I kind of just stay in and win 5-0, because the Lopunny kind of kills everything else from the range it's at. But he comes out to the Infernape, so it's Scarf. So I think I just sack off the... No, I go into Melodic. Yeah, which was kind of a bad play to kill me here. I don't know why he switched out instead of just killing me again. I guess it's so that way I can go out to my Lopunny or whatever and then kill it with priority. But anyways, he comes out to Manaphy. He's gonna Tail Glow up. I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier, come out to the Virizion. I believe he switches out here again, still hitting Scarf. No, he Energy Balls here, and then he switches out, not wanting to die to a weak play. I closed combat there, because I 100% expect him to switch out, and close combat hits Infernape neutrally, and Leaf Blade doesn't, so I just close combat. And it still would have, I think it might have still killed Manaphy from that range, but I could. Anyways, yeah, he goes out to the Ribombee, which is a huge threat. I think I just sacked off the Milotic here. Yeah, I just sacked off the Milotic, which kind of sucks, but at this point, it doesn't really do anything because I'm choice locked. So yeah, and also Manaphy sets up all over it if I just spam Aether or whatever. So here I'm gonna come out to my Scarf, Alolan Ninetales, to revenge this, because I don't want. Virizion can live a Moonblast, I think, from the range it's at, but everything else loses to it, and so I'm just gonna come out to the Ninetales, because I don't think he'll predict it to be Scarf, and if he does, I 2-hit KO pretty much anything that he switches in. So yeah, see here, he switches out Ribombee, comes into the Mamo. So he doesn't know I'm Scarf at this point, so he just stays in and lets me take out the Mamo with the Moonblast, which is huge, because it means he's 1 mon down, and Mamo did literally nothing against my team, which is a huge threat, because it can pick stuff off with priority, and I just can't switch into it whatsoever at this point. So here he comes out to Infernape. He knows I'm Scarf at this point, and he definitely wouldn't risk a speed tie with the Infernape if he wasn't Scarf. So this basically 100% confirms he's Scarf. So I'm just going to switch out to the Lando and sack that off, which means that after that I can come into the Lopunny and basically get a kill, because he's locked into Flare Blitz, and Lopunny takes a Flare Blitz easy. So yeah, I can just fire off a return here for free, and I basically get a free kill. He comes into Manaphy and sacks that off, which is a play I disagree with, because I think Manaphy kind of won the game from this point. I would have sacked off the Rabombi because it doesn't really do a lot, but yeah, he comes and sacks off, which is super nice, because that was like the scariest mon on this team so far, especially with everything on my team under webs. So yeah, I switch out of the Rabombi because I can't KO it from this range with Quick Attack. It's a 30% roll for me to live a Moonblast with my Lopunny, and if I had lived the Moonblast, I won guaranteed, but I didn't want to risk that because Lopunny is basically how I win the game at this point. So I go out to Ninetales. He has a 10% chance to 2-hit KO it, and so yeah, clicks the Moonblast, and my Ninetales survives. And he kind of just has to stay in here and click it again, and I survived because the roll was like 90% my favor, and I just take this out with a Blast. And then he goes into Infernape. If he wasn't Scarf, I guess I had a 50% chance to win the game 3-0 because I win a speed tie and Blast and it dies, but whatever. My plan at this point is basically he just kills my Ninetales. He has to lock himself into Flare Blitz, and if he does that, then he's going to take a bunch of recoil and put himself into range of Fake Out plus Quick Attack. And then if he clicks Close Combat, he gets the defense drop, and I win with Fake Out, Quick Attack anyway. So yeah. So I said Ninetales, if he locked himself into Flare Blitz, I still won. He had to lock himself into Close Combat, even though he got the defense dropped, because Flare Blitz didn't kill Lopunny from this range. Even if it had, I still could have come into Lopunny, fake out it, sack the Riz down, then go into Lopunny and fake out and Quick Attack again, and that would kill him. But yeah, so I just fake out and Quick Attack here, and I win 2-0. So yeah, like I said earlier, on the GOAT, like it says here, Lady Emma Sky won the battle. So to everybody who didn't think I would win and that I'd get crushed week 1 easy peasy, you were wrong, and I won week 1 against the Davids and Mr. Recon Jack. So yeah, anyways, yeah guys, that's the end of the video, the game, and week 1. We, the team that was expected to lose, beat the #1 ranked team in the division because we're amazing and we're gonna go undefeated. So anyways, remember to like, don't share, don't subscribe, just like the video, don't do any of the other stuff. Actually, dislike the video if you want me to go back to text-to-speech, because I told you guys to, and then nobody actually watched the video, I assume because it was really trash. But anyways, yeah, that's everything. Bye.